Gulam Ghosh Saab, who had met me around 2 months back in my office with some of the along with some of the leaders who had come along with him. In fact, prior to that, he has already met our honorable leader Devagadaji also, and we had, as he said, we had almost for 3 hours discussion with regards to the various views. What is being faced? What is your projection? What is the, today scenario? What is happening in this dunya? In this nation? Alhamdulillah. First, we wanted to have, as you said rightly, was not able to reach our secretaries or leaders or CK to gather, information to get Anna together to our this particular meeting. When I met him 2 months back, incidentally, Kumar Anna has to go for some surgery and all these kind of things. And after surgery, he has to need some rest and all things. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of Almighty, he has recovered. Maybe it's like a second birth to him, with all of the dua and blessings. And today, one thing we should understand, even after he was the chief minister for a very short period in the state of Karnataka. Maybe it's almost 11 years, I think, no? Almost 11 years. Yeah. Why people still need Kumar Anna, why people should remember Kumar Anna, wherever he goes, whole the state, the charismatic leader, and how he ruled in the 20-month short period, the state of Karnataka, and what kind of a support he had for this community. Though, rightly or wrongly, he had collided with the B.J.P. to form a government. He was leading the state, and what has affected, and what has benefited, and what was the total moral of this ruling, and the future, what is to be done. With today's views, we also gathered a lot of pros and cons. And the main agendas, most of the people are talking about the coalition. Allah will give you a brief detail, since he has to go for Hyderabad and he has to take a 5 o'clock flight. We are just 1 or 2 minutes I'll take it. First of all, when Gulam Ghosh, he had come along with his leaders, we were talking about particularly about the coalition. One thing we said, coalition with the Congress, the question is like something like a nightmare, which is not possible, even if you think. Because we are having a 33 seats, Congress is having today 124, and with where is the coalition one? This better coalition issue, rather than discussing with us, we need to discuss with the Congress leaders rather than. Today, we have not brought like Congress leader Dinesh Gundu. We have brought the highest man who taken a decision, what is to be done, is in presence of you. For a Congress or a BJP or 2 national parties, we have 2 things. Any decision has to be taken, somebody has to suggest from the Delhi that you do this for this community, you bring this law for this community, you bring this reservation for it. It is not like that. Our brother is right across to us. Tomorrow, if we are in power, whatever has to be done, across the table we can discuss and get it sanctioned here itself. That is the nature view what we should have in mind first. And let me bring to you some of the important key points which I have to bring it together. You are talking about the secular party, secular party, secular party. You have seen both the national parties who have been here. These secular parties you have seen for the last 6 decades of ruling central as well as some of it in the states. You have seen all kinds of goods and bads, right from Babri Masjid, right from Datta Pita, and right from Sachar report, and right from Assam ruling. For 30 years, Congress has ruled this state, and today, what is the situation is facing today after it? And incidentally, the Prime Minister of India, who had elected from Rajya Sabha as a 12 years, and what is the contribution to this country for the community, and also in being this so-called the secular party in the state of Karnataka of Siddaramaiah government, you have been watching what is happening in the coastal Karnataka, being a 124-seat majority government, and what kind of situation we are facing today. Just imagine for a particular leader, there is a dilly-dallying and could not take an action, and beyond that, they are talking about secularism. I know intellectuals, you are the most important part of our community. Intellectuals are the greatest asset for you know the in and out of community what has come in your service. We have a Maulana who spoke, yeah, Shafi Saidi, as well as another Maulana also who spoke well about this. We have a Syrian correspondent of BBC and Doordarshan who spoke. We have a respectful madam who has spoken, what is reality in what is happening today. Let me understand, let me bring to your mind to the one of certain key points. Now you are seeing both the national parties, and you are also talking about the UP, what has happened in certain countries. UP, please understand, unfortunately, I think if Mulayam Singh would have not aligned with the Congress, today BJP would have not come to the power. You should understand that there is a coalition is the only source that we can keep the BJP. As our Maqbool Ahmad Saab, BBC correspondent, who rightly said, if you align together Congress and JDS together, we are making a clean way for the BJP to come to power. Please understand, triangular contestant, we don't have any other regional party like in UPs. We don't have OSC parties in a very large to gather our vote. We have, of course, all leaders which should come, like, there are some outfits are there who has to spoil some of the votes. Even I know the practical experience, who has taken some 3,000, 4,000 votes. They talk about we want to come into the national party level and all that. Incidentally, nothing but it is again the influence of the BJP when it comes to the election. So what I request all these intellectuals should not come together during the time of the election. They know pros and cons of all our community. They have come across in and out of whatever is happening now. They know each and everything about each political parties. So they are the guidance for our. You are all the respectful leader should guide us. Okay, past you have seen, now present and the future what is to be done. That is what you have to in our mind. Let me see the certain things which on 20 months of the governance which our respectful leader Kumaraswamy has given. During that period, many people have that conception that you said that Dinesh Gundra had come and given. We are not bringing Dinesh Gundra. We are coming straight away with Kumaranna to discuss the whatever is to be given comfort to all these people. Let me understand. The same Congress leader, my brother is also a Congress MLA representing from the Mangalore North, and I'm the first man to earlier to the, I am not in politics. I have not come to the politics with not in intention of something. With sole intention that I have to do something for the community which I joined in. I am not projecting as myself as the leader of the national leader or something like that. I don't want to be a national leader or something like that. Let me work for something what is best for our community with the leaders like we have a secular leaders, Devagowda ji, the kind of love and affection for our community. You might have seen that earlier Mysore one statement what here. If I had an opportunity to, as a born as in this nation, as a rebirth, I should born as a Muslim. That kind of a leader we have today. And you are supporting the party. I'm not saying that, you all should take my views or something like that. You think, last 6 decades, what is this party has done? Both BJP and Congress, how the sentiments of, how the rise of Muslim them is proved. Now, ಈ ಭಾರತೀಯ ನಾವು ಮುಸ್ಲಿಮರು ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೇ ಬೆಳೆದು ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲೇ ಮಣ್ಣಾಗಿ ಹೋಗುವವರು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಾವು ಪರಕೀಯತೆ ಮಾಡಬಾರದು. ನಮ್ಮದು ಇರಬೇಕಾದ ಸಹೋದರತ್ವ. ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಕಡುವ ಎದೆಯಲ್ಲ ರೌಡಿ ತರ ಆತರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಬೇಕು, ಸಹೋದರತೆ ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿರೋದು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು. ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಆಚಾರ್ಯನು ಕರೆದು ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, the situation of the Muslims when it brought to the notice of the government, it is the worst in the survey of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. That is the level we are facing. So why this? For the last 12 years, for the last 15 years, we have been debate when the table was tabled for the parliament on the several occasions. Why? There was a so-called UPA 1 was there, UPA 2 was there. Why it was not brought out? I brought Devagowda ji to the Udupi on that day when some of the some mass marriage program. He said, the moment he comes, our government comes, within 1 month we will implement the Sachar report at least in the state of Karnataka. This is what we need it. We want the prime what is that poverty eradication, education, and we need a secularity. We have oneness from among the other community. That is what we need it. So I don't want to take much of the time. With regard to BBC, the correspondence, Qazi, Maqbool Ahmad Sahab, no? Yeah. Doctors have given a very good suggestion. Question of having an alliance. I think I was telling him, even the sky falls also, it is difficult. Because practically it's not. What I am suggesting him that, he says that there is some kind of just understanding it. That is possible. See, I'll tell you, for example, if we field a candidate in the Shivaji Nagar, today we are not very well versed in the Shivaji Nagar, so maybe we may say some 10, 15 or 20,000 votes, but ultimately the benefit of the BJP. We will take care of such situation. Whereas such situations are only 10% of the state. Out of 224, you may see around 20 seats or 10 seats. But in a larger interest, if you see, we have almost 90%, we have a benefit for having a triangle. Where Anna, I am not telling his mind, I will tell you, I am ready. See, if it is something, if they have a BJP or the communal mind or something, I am not the person who do. You are talking about the Congress. What has happened when I contested for Rajya Sabha? When I am telling, there are a couple of other leaders. See, it was a 100% confirmed seat of our Rajya Sabha. We had a 40 MLAs. There is no election. Congress, the moment he has fielded a Muslim candidate, and Congress deliberately and all kind of tactics we did, they spent crores of rupees and made me to defeat, getting another candidate. We had a similar situation 2 years back. Why it was Congress has not come? In our own party, I'm not telling that, he's a leader of one. Upendra Reddy was there. They have not objected. Why this one particular Muslim candidate has to come? They had to oppose. See, there are several things. See, we have a soft Hindutva and we have a hardcore Hindutva. We have the both here. It is nothing but in the same coin, two faces. I'm telling you, we have come across each other. Let's not talk about, talking about another party. And we don't want to project is that this party has to come in we want a leader, we talk in see, we are very disciplined now, we are maintaining. We don't want all faltu news to be created. We don't want to say 10 people to send to Umrah and make a big news and something like that. We want what base we need for our eradication of poverty and education and how people should do. As you said, we should not be on a second class citizen, we should be on a first class citizen. That is what depends. And the only possible, we are all there, alhamdulillah, by wrong or rightly, Devagowda ji has brought several Muslim leaders. Unfortunately, it's our destiny that we could not keep up such things like that. Very unfortunate is that we are not come to the certain level to make certain. We want the community to grow well. What our request is that understand yourself. You are all the intellectual. You are the guidance of the people. Not during only the election. Every periodic. And as you said that we will be there for you whenever round the clock we will be there. And we don't have to go for any to polish it because it's a regional party. Anything to safeguard on the state. Anything to make on that, and lot of commitment that he is going to say what is benefit for the community. And remove from your mind that we are at any even in this question of aligning with the BJP. 100 times he has told Delhi Ishara, this thing only has given every category. If such a situation comes, we will not align. But as you said, rightly said, Durdarshan, we are coming into full power. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, we will come into full power, and this will be a secular state. And we will definitely, Muslims will be respected in a very high honor. Thank you one and all. And also, one more thing, I would also request you to, because there is no time, let me talk in detail. We have an orphanage center to be opened for the slum girls on the next Sunday, 5th. This is in Maulana Shafi Sayyidi. I'm just created that for the slum girls who want to educate and all that in my loving memory of my mother. And the same day we are also creating another campus for the slum students. On the same day, Honorable Kumara Swamiji, he will be opening, inaugurating. I request all and Devagowda ji will be laying the foundation for the center. I request Happy Living Zone. It's called a Happy Living Zone. I request all my friends and respected leaders who are the bureaucrats, whoever it is, all the intellectuals should join for this. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much.